Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Virgo, for your meditative session, you guys got Frog Spirit, Clear Out the Clutter, number 28. I think that there are things right now that you're holding on to, and it doesn't have to be something, like for everyone it's going to be different, but it's like there's something that you're holding on to that I feel like you don't want to let it go because you're, like you want it, right? So you keep trying to make it work with like a person, or you keep trying to make it work with a job, or you keep trying to make it work with like there's something that you keep trying to like work out, and I feel like they're giving you so many blockages in the path so that you kind of like deter yourself, but you're like so, like you're very hardworking, you're very strong, so you're like, no, I can work through this. And I feel like those are just signs for you to let them go at this time. Like whatever it is that you need to let go, like the reason that the blockages come is just so that you can like let go, right? But then I feel like you're like, no, I just need to work harder. But again, I think sometimes things that are hard, they're made hard so that you go a different way. And I know it's hard to understand like which is which, but right now I feel like with the 10, it's the end. And then once you let this go, whatever it is, new things can come into your life, right? And better things for you. So yeah, Virgo, that's what I got for meditative session. Let's pull some cards and see what we get. So Virgo, I feel like you guys are being given an opportunity to let something go, right? With Frog Spirit, Clear Out the Clutter, I feel like there's something that you're gripping onto, again, tightly from the meditative session, that it's like you're being called to let it go, right? And I feel like this was a lesson with Destiny and the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. I feel like this is a lesson for you, right? A lesson on, do you see how this person is like kind of hurting themselves? But again, it has to do with like, whoever you're working with at this time, I feel like it's a person in specific that you're needing to let go. And I feel like you think that working with this person is sort of some sort of like 6 of Cups soulmate, and it could be, right? But again, a soulmate is put in our path so that we learn a certain lesson sometimes. And I feel like you want the soulmate to be like the person that you're with forever. And I feel like with the Hero in reverse, you feel like this person, like if you're selfless, if you give your heart entirely to this person, if you give them everything, that they're going to kind of be like some sort of reciprocity here. But I feel like that's what the lesson is. It's like, it doesn't matter how much you give to the situation or this person. I think this person, again, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like you're going to take away from yourself no matter what. I don't know if this person is a problem in giving to you, or if you're giving more than this person, but I do feel like there's some sort of like stagnancy, right? With this 8 of Swords and this 4 of Cups, it's kind of like this person, maybe there's not a lot of communication, because I have like a 4, an 8 and a 4, so I'm thinking 4 is a lot, and I think like 4s remind me of communication. So again, maybe there's no communication. Maybe there's like a lack of communication about what you truly need in this relationship, or maybe you have expressed it and it just hasn't been reciprocated. But whatever the situation is, I feel like with destiny underneath it, it's something that you had to learn, right? It's something that you had to like go back to. With the Egg, I'm thinking of the Baby card, and there has a lot of like healing in this card as well, because we have the Egg, which is usually wrapped by the snake, right? And then we also have healing. So I feel like there's something here where you're meant to learn a lesson. So I feel like what you're meant to learn is like, again, maybe for some of you it's to communicate your needs, and maybe again for some of you it's like, even though you communicate your needs, there's someone that still doesn't kind of get it. So I feel like that's what the lesson here is. It's like, can you learn to communicate what you need? And if it's not being met, if it's not being reciprocated, then there's a time when you need to step back. And I feel like, again, you think that like by giving all of your love and by being like super supportive and loving, that this person will kind of follow in suit. And that's not the way it works, right? Like everyone has their own choices and their own decisions. And, you know, I think that this is a 10 because it's like, as soon as you let this go, this burden, I feel like it's definitely a burden. I think that, again, I don't know who it is that you're dealing with, but I think that the message is to let them go, because I feel like it's only harming you at this point. And I feel like what's meant for you is something much better, with the Ace of Cups and the Heaven and Earth. Again, I think you're afraid to let it go because I think you have a connection again with this person. This person could be a soulmate, right? With the Six of Cups, this could be a dear friend. But at the same time, it's like, if you're giving selflessly of yourself, but you're still feeling like there's no reciprocity, and you're still feeling like, look at this person, they're bleeding, right? And they have the choice to unchain themselves, but they don't, right? And it's like, you have that choice. And once you understand that, with the Destiny underneath it, once you understand that the choice is only yours to like give if you want, or to not give at all, that's when I feel like this new can start, because we're going from 10 to 1, right? Like we're going from 6, 8, and then we have like 10, 1, right? And then I think, again, it doesn't matter. I feel like you're like, well, I feel bad for that person, or like they need to learn something from me, or like I can help them. And it's like, you know what, Virgo? I know that you're like the one that always tries to help other signs. I know that you're the one that always tries to like think of the other person, but I think in this situation you have to think about yourself. And I think right now, when it says to clear out the clutter is this, right? This is the clutter, right? The way that it hurts you. It's like, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about somebody else. And that's, I feel like, a lesson that we've already learned. So it's like, you have to apply it again. Maybe this is another person you've had to let go in your life, and you're like, how many people might I have to let go before I meet someone who's actually going to like give me what I deserve? And it's hard for you to let these people go, because I feel like you're like a person who, you'll help anybody, right? Like you won't give up on anyone. But I feel like the message is, it's not about giving up on them. It's just about expressing how, you know, your needs. And if it's not being met, then you move on, right? And it's not about like leaving them forever. You know, it's like, it's just what's best for you, right? Because there's no ego in this. That's how I know that that's like actual love, and actual, like someone actually cares about somebody else, and they're not doing it for any other reason than because they, you know, they care about this person. There's no ego with the Hero in reverse. But I do feel like with the Ace of Cups and the Heaven and Earth, there's something better for you, right? And I feel like it's really dependent on how you see a situation. Like your perception really matters in this situation. And do you see how there's a sword here? The sword is like intuition. The sword is like clarity of mind. I feel like a lot of it is tied up in your emotions, and it's not really clear. Like, it's not like your intuition is blocked because of your emotions. Like, you care so much about a situation that you're not seeing what your intuition is telling you. I feel like your intuition is telling you like it's time to move on. And I think that this will be some sort of healing for you, right? Once you learn, because there's like 3 frogs in here. So it's funny that we got the frog and then we got healing. And we also have 2 11s. So I feel like what's coming for you is probably another soulmate. Probably someone you have another soul contract with, but somebody who like will actually be there for the reason that you want them to be there, right? With the Ace of Cups and the Heaven and Earth. Whoever this other person is, whoever this other soulmate is that you're already giving to like endlessly and not really receiving, that's just, maybe that soulmate was meant again for just a lesson and not for actual like, you know, what you really envisioned, which would be like a life with this person, right? And it really sucks to have to hear that, like, you know, like, oh, this person isn't really, you know, the one for me. This person might not be like the person for me, and I'm already given a lot of time. But that's another thing. It's like they don't want you to have to give more time to a situation which they're telling you like it's not gonna happen. Like whatever put you into the situation, it was friendship, it was love, it was like a soulmate, it was somebody that you really care about. But at the end of the day, it's like you're not receiving what you're giving, right? You're not even receiving half, I feel. Even though we have like 4 to the 8, I feel like maybe you're only receiving half, but again, is that enough? I don't think so. And I feel like you're meant to receive so much more with this Ace of Cups. Like you're meant to receive what you actually deserve. And with the Heaven and Earth card, again, I think it's going to be like the marriage that you desire, or those, you see the deep roots, or you know what I mean, like the deep roots. You're going to create something stable with someone who also wants to create something stable with you. And I feel like, again, it all has to do with your perception, but I do think that some sort of healing will come in once you decide to put yourself first. And again, I know it's like time and time again, sometimes we have to let go of people, and I feel like Virgos they don't want to give up on anyone. Like, everyone can be like helped, but in this situation, it's not that this person can't be helped, it's that your contract, I feel like, with that person has ended. You've learned what you're supposed to learn from them. They've learned what they're supposed to learn from you. And if they didn't, they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's not on you, Virgo. It's not on you. And I feel like once you decide to make this, I feel like this is you. And I feel like once you decide to make this decision, right, you step into like the King of Cup. Because I feel like the King of Cup it's like a misinterpreted thing where they think like the King of Cup is the most giving. The king is only a king because he knows when to give and knows when he's not getting, right? So it's like you can only be a king if you know what reciprocity is, and you know like how to give as much as you receive. So for you, Virgo, it's hard for you to you don't really ask to receive. So you can't like sit in a king energy if you're not receiving what you give. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you think you're already the King of Cups. No, the King of Cups is like the one who knows like, oh, I need to receive the same as I give. And yeah, I don't have any problem with giving, but like I do expect to receive something, right? And I feel like that's what puts you in the King of Cup energy, right? When you actually decide that you deserve better. And that's why I feel like you have the Two of Wands here. Like, you are at a point in time when you have to make some sort of decision, and I'm telling you, you have this coming for you. So do not be afraid to let something go. Yeah, it's a friend. I feel like there's a friend here, like the Six of Cups. I feel like a friendship. There's someone here that you might have known for a very long time, but it still doesn't matter, right? I feel like it doesn't matter because there's still better for you out there. Right? Maybe this is the best for someone else, but it's not the best for you, right? You're going to get more than you thought you deserved, but it's when you realize that you deserve more, right? Then you step into the King of Cup energy, and then with the Two of Wands, I feel like this is the decision, right? Like the decision that you make that's going to help you step into this energy. And it's the decision of like, again, an end to a situation, an end to something with someone that you thought like, you know, you were I feel like you were moving towards them very quickly. You wanted this was a new opportunity for you. You felt like this was, you know, going to lead to something stable with the Ace of Coin. But I feel like it's just here to let you know that like, maybe you could create something here with this person, and maybe you could keep rushing towards them, but I just don't feel like it's worth your time, to be honest. And I feel like with the Seven, it's like they're trying to like get your attention that this is like the wrong way. Like, this is the end. Like, put an end to the situation, because what's like coming this way, I feel like isn't real. Like, it's like what you thought in your head you could have with this person, but I don't think this person actually possesses the abilities to ever give you the reciprocity you deserve, or ever give you like the type of friendship that you're giving them. And it's unfortunate, because I feel like you have a lot of faith in this person and you believe in this person, but I'm here to let you know, like, you can do whatever you want. You can keep putting time into it, but again, I don't think this person will ever reach I don't think they'll ever reach what you thought that you could with this person. And I feel like once you put an end to the situation and you stop giving your time, you step into this Seven, right? And this Seven, you have two sevens at the end. So I feel like it's, again, like the divine is guiding you to end the situation, because there's so much better for you out there. And with the 2 11s at the bottom, and the new beginning for you is, again, in King of Cup, Ace of Cup energy. So it's so beautiful, guys. Like, you don't have to worry about this, whatever you're holding on to. It's okay to like let it go. So let's see if any divine feminines want to give you advice. So you guys got Enheduanna, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is the legacy of love. With Enheduanna, the High Priestess, I feel like they're trying to kind of let you know that it's not about your intuition having been wrong or right. It's not about like where your intuition has led you. Again, I feel like you're like, well, how could I, if I was being like balanced, gone to the wrong person or put time and invested time into somebody that, you know, it's like, well, what then my intuition, like, does it even work? And I feel like, no, it's not meant for you to question your intuition. With the high priestess here, it's like, I feel like you are the high priestess, right? Like, you are someone who has a very, like, a unique ability to use your intuition. So it's not about that. I think what happens is that you have a lot of emotions for this person. You have, you know, you're close to this person, and things can get a little bit confusing when you have so much care and love for a person. So it has nothing to do, like, don't use this as an instance to, you know, shit on your intuition. It has nothing to do with that. Your intuition is on point. You're just being led a different way right now. Maybe this person wasn't able to fulfill a part of their contract, and that's why you're being guided away. Like, we have no idea why things happen. We just have to go with the flow, unfortunately. So it's okay if you felt this was the right move for you. It's like, maybe it was, and now it's just not anymore, right? So Virgo, I love you guys. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.